Top 10 Best Things About Spider-Man No Way Home. Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. If you're new here, welcome. And consider subscribing to my channel and click that little bell notification below. There are many aspects of Spider-Man No Way Home that make it the best Spider-Man film. Here are the top things about it. Number 10. The box office success has been phenomenal. COVID-19 has made a significant dent in the box office. Movies have had a difficult time making money, and No Way Home was released as the Omicron variant began to rise. But none of this stops Spider-Man from dominating the film industry. It has grossed over $1.5 billion, making it the first film to do so since Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Number 9. For the film, a real location was recreated. In the film, MJ works at Peter Pan Donut and Pastry Shop. This is a real Brooklyn location. While some exteriors and other scenes were shot in New York, these scenes were not shot at the actual bakery. Instead, they took photos and then recreated the interior of the building on a set in Atlanta. Number 8. The film's working title was funny. Huge productions like this are always given working titles to confuse fans. That was especially important in a film like this, where the appearances of various characters were kept hidden. The obfuscating working title for No Way Home was Serenity Now. This is, of course, a Seinfeld catchphrase. Number 7. Alfred Molina probably had an easier time with this shoot. Because Molina hasn't played Doc Ock in a while, he was digitally de-aged for this film. Willem Dafoe, who played Norman Osborn and Green Goblin, did the same. Furthermore, compared to Spider-Man 2, this was most likely a breeze for Molina. His tentacles were completely CGI, unlike puppetry in his first appearance. Number 6. It had the most influence on the MCU. No Way Home has had the greatest impact on the Marvel Cinematic Universe of any Spider-Man film. Doctor Strange had to make everyone who knew Tom Holland's Peter Parker forget about him to prevent more characters who knew Peter Parker from entering their universe. Number 5. It gathered a slew of iconic villains. One thing fans have always wanted to see is a gathering of Spider-Man's greatest foes to fight him. It appeared that it would happen after The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but there was no sequel. However, this is a good thing because of what audiences got instead. Number 4. The first concept was not as ambitious. We know that the scope and scale of No Way Home ended up being quite ambitious. Initially, the story was not intended to bring back villains from Spider-Man's past across the franchises. Instead, screenwriters Chris McKenna and Eric Summers imagined Kraven the Hunter as the main antagonist. In the end, he didn't appear in the film at all. Number 3. It drew all of the Spider-Men together. Fans' wishes were granted halfway through No Way Home when Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's versions of Spider-Man joined forces with Tom Holland's version of the character. The three Spider-Men proved to be a great team that cared about each other, and audiences were pleased to see Tobey and Andrew reprise their roles. Number 2. This film was planned from the start. They had big plans when they were making the first Tom Holland Spider-Man film. They weren't concerned about Spidey's fatigue, even though the character had already been featured in 5 films over the previous 2 decades. While Spider-Man Homecoming was still in production, the sequel was already in the works. Number 1. It provided a satisfactory conclusion for all of the characters. To save the villains from themselves, Tom Holland's Peter Parker hoped to turn them all good again, which he eventually accomplished with the help of the other Spider-Men. It was great to see Dr. Octavius, Green Goblin, and the rest of the antagonists evolve instead of being defeated as in the past. So that's all for today's video. If you made it this far, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for more awesome content. Thanks for watching!